Hey everybody, this is Marshall Kirkpatrick outside the office of Splashcast in Portland, Oregon. I'm going to host the next session of the Portland Social Media Club, and I've asked a couple of people to come with some stories they can share, and I'll interview them afterwards. The topic will be problems and solutions in social media production. I realized today that before asking other people to do that, I should probably try it myself and see how painful it is. Thus, I'm recording this video with 3 stories of problems I've solved and 1 of a problem I have not been able to solve yet. If you'd like to participate in this little knowledge sharing experiment, feel free to record your own videos and upload them either to Splashcast or to YouTube. Either way, with the tag social media production, all in one word, and they'll appear automatically right here in this little embeddable player. It'll be fantastic. So I'll start out with an easy one. Here's a problem I have. I am a terrible speller. And yet I write all day long, every day. What's a person to do? Well, everybody's got their own solution, but what I have found has worked well is to copy and paste the text of my blog post into Gmail in another tab in my browser and use the Gmail spell checker. It works quite well, and it automatically saves a draft of whatever I'm working on writing. I really like it. So that is the simplest problem I've had that I care to discuss here. Hold on to just a minute for some more interesting solutions to more vexing problems. Okay, are you ready? Problem and solution number 2. Splashcast is in a very busy market space, a very competitive world of online media sharing and video specifically. How on earth can we keep track of all the news that's going on in our market sector? Well, in order to facilitate that practice for everyone that I work with here, when I first started working at Splashcast, I did a couple of things. First, I went out and grabbed the RSS feeds for many of the biggest Web 2.0 review blogs on the web. TechCrunch, GigaOM, Mashable, Paid Content, Ars Technica, sites like that. I then used a tool, can't remember if it was feedrinse.com or feeddigest.com, both offer similar functionality, to splice all of those RSS feeds into one RSS feed. Then I applied a filter to that new feed for the word video. The end result was one RSS feed titled Big Blogs on Video. I took that and some mainstream media news search, like Google News or Yahoo News, for some of our competitors' names that I did similar things with, splicing them all together, and I put those into a NetVibes account, a start page, along with blog search for our company's URL and name, our own company blog, a number of other RSS feeds. Built myself a nice little start page for the company that way. Then I went to the export option, grabbed the OPML file, and sent that out to everyone else at the company so that they could import that same collection of RSS feeds into either NetVibes or PageFlakes or Google Reader or whatever their preferred RSS reading solution was. It has worked pretty darn well, and it's led all of us to feel much more up to date on the news in the very hectic space of online video sharing than we would have otherwise. Okay, third and final story of a problem solved in social media production. When we were launching Splashcast, and when we had a particularly big feature launch last week, there were far more bloggers that we wanted to talk about, that we wanted to talk to, than there was time in the day. So, what I did was this. I thought like a blogger as best I could. Fortunately, that's what I've been doing for the last couple of years, and I wrote up a frequently asked questions document with company background, founders' names, funding information, detailed descriptions of the features at issue, all the questions that I thought that a blogger would want to ask if we were talking on the phone about this product pre-release. Then I grabbed screenshots, partial screenshots, logo images, etc., and created a whole section of a web page that was just graphics. I put up one page on our website that was frequently asked questions and graphics that people could use, and put at the very top a little note about the embargo date and time so that I could reach out to everybody and that they could have the opportunity to get in touch with us and talk to us by IM or telephone or email if they had any questions. So then I made a list of probably 25 or 30 different bloggers in both cases, ranging from really high profile bloggers with big audiences down to smaller, more niche bloggers and bloggers that are just starting and things like that. Kind of people that often don't get press pitches, but I figured would probably appreciate them. And I just sent them all a short note and said, hey, are you interested in this? If you are, here's a web page with a whole bunch of information, demonstrations, screenshots. It's great. Get in touch with me if you have any questions. Just as simple as that. No press release, no social media press release, which was basically trying to do the same sort of thing, but in too much structure, if you ask me. And we put all that together, sent it out to people. The vast majority of people who saw it found all their questions already answered and found that it was really easy to write about the product when the embargo date had come. So they just went ahead and did it. Now, it's true that I have relationships with a lot of those people already from my previous job, but it was easy and pain-free enough that bloggers who were looking for content to write about were able to just grab a hold of it. It was good stuff, and it worked pretty darn well. It was very efficient for all people involved. Okay, last story, and this is the unhappy one. There's not a happy ending to this one yet. I want to get my coworkers to use a common tag in Delicious to share web pages and stories and other resources that we find instead of emailing them to each other. There's all kinds of reasons why I'd want to do this. It makes the resources archivable, particularly well archivable. I can grab that tag's RSS feed and put it in a RSS reader. And it increases everybody's familiarity with social bookmarking and tagging tools. It's just a good thing to do, I think. I've done things like that with people before, but for some reason it just hasn't stuck. I found myself being the only person that ever tagged things into the feed, and other people didn't read the stories, or some people did, but not very many people. And I can't really blame anybody for not doing it, because if it's not easy enough to do, then it doesn't make sense to people, well then it's probably not a very effective tool. So I don't know what to do. We've taken to just emailing web pages to each other, hopefully with a little bit of description, and I've used Gmail search to find anything that I can't remember. And it's in with all my emails. Buried. So that is a problem in our work here at Splashcast, producing social media and a social media tool that I haven't found a solution for. Maybe it's not about getting people to use social bookmarking tools. Perhaps there's some other way to effectively share resources online. Maybe having the RSS feed for that tag delivered by email. I don't know what it is. Maybe you have just the solution that I'm looking for. Or maybe I should just get over myself and be happy emailing things with people. I don't know. Okay, those are my problems and solutions in social media production. It wasn't too painful. Let's see what yours are. Alright, well that wasn't so bad. I feel comfortable asking other people to come to the event with stories they can share. And you can participate in this as well by recording your own videos about problems and solutions in social media production and tagging them, social media production, all one word, in either Splashcast or YouTube. You can grab this little player, put it on any web page you like, and share the experience with your website readers as well. Find out more about the Portland Social Media Club at portlandsocialmedia.com and about Splashcast, the groovy little tool that you're watching right now, at splashcastmedia.com. Thanks a bunch for joining me, and good luck in your social media production. Woohoo!